I'll just color this. That's perfect, like this. Oh, I'm such a catfish. Alright. We can't do the video here, so be right back. Yo, what is good, y'all? Today I'm back here with another video, and I had to switch out of my shirt just because, you know, it would have been too hot. But that's not what this video is about. Today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to get your first job as a teenager, okay? As a teenager, I know it could be tough. I'm no longer a teen, you know what I'm saying? I used to be a teen, but I know I kind of look like it, but you know, don't worry, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But how to get your first job as a teen is kind of difficult. I know it could be tough, and you're probably wondering, like, all your friends have jobs or something like that, and then, you know, they have all these connections and all that stuff, and you're wondering as yourself, as someone who's never had a job, how the hell do I get a job, right? And you know I get it, you know what I'm saying? It's tough, but I'm gonna show y'all how to get it. And if you follow these 4 steps, I guarantee you a job. It's without fail, I'm telling you that right now, 100%. But I'm not gonna let y'all suffer. Alright, without further ado, let's get on with the video. And yeah, I'm gonna teach y'all how to get your first job, alright? Alright, y'all, so the first tip I have to getting your first job as a teenager, or just in general, is to look presentable. And you guys are probably thinking, like, what do you mean by that? Does it matter what store, blah blah blah? It doesn't matter what store or what thing you're doing. Always overdress. There's no such thing as being overdressed for an interview. You may look a little bit weird if someone else comes in with like sweatpants or something, but you know, they're gonna respect you because you came, you know, looking professional, you know what I mean? Like, you came with a suit, or not even a suit, but if you want to do a suit you can, or a button up or something of that nature. You look professional, so they're gonna take you more serious, you know, have a haircut, of course, and you know, just be prepared. Act like you're going on a date, but a very professional, formal date or something like that. That's probably the best way I can think about it, or how I can put it. But if you want to take the risk and be like, oh yeah, it's not that serious, this is a job for this, that, and that, trust me, no matter what job, even if you're applying at like a fast food restaurant, man, sometimes they want you to look that part, you know? And I know it's kind of embarrassing because it's like, you know, you're showing up with your little resume thing, like your papers, and everyone knows what you're there to do, but sometimes it's just the way it is. And looking that part, you're gonna get some respect out of the managers. You're gonna be like, oh, this young man or this young woman is serious, I'm gonna, you know, probably take them more serious, you know what I'm saying? And take this interview serious, as opposed to someone who showed up in sweats. And that's just the reality of it, you know? But yeah, so the first tip I have is look presentable at all times. And you know, if you take it seriously, they'll take you seriously. That's the easiest way to put it. And by the way, one thing I forgot is that, you know, see what I was wearing in the beginning of the video? You want to look something like that, but just iron the shirt, because I didn't iron that shirt. I honestly did that just for the thumbnail, let's be real. And yeah, get a haircut, all that good stuff, and yeah, that's how you're gonna get results. So yeah, you're gonna have to dress up a little bit. Alright, so the second tip I have for this is that you want to have references for your resume, you know what I mean? And then make your resume look presentable. Have your resume organized and have some type of reference. That could be, you could lie and put an uncle or something, or you can actually have a reference like a neighbor or someone you did work for, or even if you volunteered before, that's a good reference as well. That's what I used, because I used to volunteer at a flipping community center time to time, and you know, the guys were nice about it, and you know, they put their name and, you know, signed off and all that stuff. So you know, that was pretty cool. But you don't believe how many people don't have references, and you know, that kind of hurts them. And even if they have a reference, that doesn't mean that they're gonna call, man. Y'all have to realize that, like, bro, these companies, they don't always do a background check. That's just reality of it. They don't always call these references, you know? So if you have like 2 or 3 references, odds are they might not even call one, you know what I mean? Or they might call the 3rd one, or anything like, or something like that, you know? So yeah, have references, and then have your resume organized. If you have to cap a little bit and just lie, you know what I'm saying, you might have to a little bit, but yeah, just organize it to a degree that makes sense. But yeah, have it organized so it's easy to read, just clear cut, all that stuff. And then, you know, if you make it clear cut and easy to read, then they'll understand, and then it'll go a long way, trust me. So yeah, man. Alright, so the 3rd tip I have to getting your first job as a teenager. Remember, this is your first job, bro. This is your first job. Sorry, I keep saying bro, but you know, whatever. You're not gonna have experience. Okay, so what do you have to do, right? You have to treat it like almost like girls nowadays, right? Like you have to apply to as many places as possible. Okay, so submit your application. Think about when you're trying to find a girlfriend, sometimes you just shoot your shot everywhere. That's the same concept. Okay, same concept. All you gotta do, apply to many places as possible. Don't be like, oh no, I don't want to work here, unless you have high standards and all that stuff, and you know you don't want to work at certain places because yada yada yada, whatever. Even if it's not in your area, you can somehow get transferred. That I know that happens a lot. If they really like you, they'll transfer you to like another location that's closer to you. Sometimes they'll do it and then it'll work out for you. It'll be a headache for them, but if they really like you and they'd be like, oh, this guy is like real, he's true, blah blah blah, do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it, because it's your first job. Like you don't really have anything to offer, you know what I mean, but that, you know, and they're gonna see that by your resume that you have no other experience. So it's gonna be tough, man. It's just gonna be tough. Yeah, it's just the way that it is. You know, you have to apply to as many places as possible, get as many attempts as possible, and then learn from each place you apply to. Once you figure that out, then you'll be more confident. Okay, damn. And this brings us to the last point. If none of these work, and you applied everything that I said together, you know what you're gonna have to do, right? You're gonna have to do what a lot of people do, okay? And I did it before as well, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say where I did it, but I'm gonna say that I did it. And it's wrong to do, but it's a tough world, you know what I mean? You're competing with so many people. You're gonna have to lie about your experiences. I know it sounds bad. You guys are like, yo, like why would I lie, blah blah blah. Bro, it's your first job. You don't have an option. You have no experience. You have like almost nothing going for you. The only thing you have going for you is like, okay, maybe some places like to hire high school kids, you know, but it's tough, man. And let's say you're out of high school, because you could be 18, 19. You're competing with kids who have like 2-3 jobs already, you know? What do you have to offer? Oh yeah, I was this and that and that. Sometimes they don't care about that. They're just like, can you do this and this? Can you do that and that? And if you have no experience, they're not gonna trust you, you know what I mean? And it could be the most basic of things. It could be like folding clothes in retail or something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the guy who worked at, like, you know, Gap, for example, or let's see, you know, Foot Locker folding tees, as opposed to the guy who was on honor roll and all that stuff, because they don't care about that stuff sometimes. They just care about, can you fold a t-shirt? And it's sad, but it's true. That's just the way it is. And yeah, I know it sucks, honestly, you know, but a lot of people did it from my school. A lot of people did it in general. And it doesn't mean that you have to do it, but I'm just saying that if you want to guarantee a job and you do all of what I said, you know, you're guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? You're guaranteed a job. Not a specific job, but a job in some field, you know? So yeah, that's how you get your first job as a teenager. It's most likely gonna be retail. That's what most teenagers go to, which sucks, but you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. You have to start somewhere. Hold on. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. All that good stuff. That's how you get a job. Oh, I forgot. Let me know how that turns out in the comments below. If you're applying to any of this, let me know if any of this stuff works. And it should work, to be honest. But let me know if it doesn't or it does not. And then, yeah, I'll try to help you out even more. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it should work nonetheless. But, yeah, y'all take care. And deuces, y'all.